From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Browns getting set to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the red zone now, Watson completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended the touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Let's go. Let's go big time now. Oh, you ain't seen like that. Give it some. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's go. Every day, let's do what we do every day. Come on, guys, ready to get it on right now? Yeah. Let's go. They got us worked out, baby. You know what we need, baby. Let's hit it and get it, baby. Let's be smart. Let's can't stop us.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the first down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Let's go. Let's go do this. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Go get him now. Let's go do this thing. Let's go. Let's go.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. That is caught at the 7. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and goal, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Get something together. I got you, Mr. Ryan, dog.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Watson on 3rd down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. Now Burrow loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Watson escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jordan Akins taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go now. Let's go.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Let's go, man. You're supposed to catch that, nigga. That's how we eat. You ready to roll? Here we go. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's get some rock.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
2nd down and goal. Watson, touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 29, Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now 2 yards to go on third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
got a man open. It's Chase.
It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the gun to give to Mixon. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. That's right.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Watson, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a throw here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Burrow on first down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
We're certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles. We wish they would have gotten in the end zone. Only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
That's right. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's go, fellas. Play it a little aggressive, baby. Show them what you got. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go, let's go.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Watson on first down.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, the spin. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On first down, it's Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
They go with Chubb on second down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Watson.
This is caught.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
York able to send this one through.
And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
Touchdown!
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Now Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From midfield now, Burrow. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Elliott.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 23.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Five yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They run it again with Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Smith catches left side. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.